Hi everyone, I'm Anusha Sriramana, Vice President for Design and Delivery at Maxires, and today we are in conversation with Mr. Devanand, founder team member. Hi Dev.
Hi Anusha, good morning.
Good morning. Dev, can you tell us your views on what a leader should do in these tough times, specifically because of this extended pandemic and lockdown? Could you elaborate your views on that?
Sure, Anusha, thank you for asking this question. One of my favorite. I always go back, 10 years, 12 years back, because since then the longitude and the latitude of the business have changed since Lehman times, way back in the 2008. Since then, the tectonic plates of the financial business or any business for that matter seem to come to a normal stage. You'll still find those faulty lines, those triggers keeping up and down. And in the last 8 or 10 years, also, you would have seen tremendous amount of challenges, right, from demonetization to introduction of GST and other things, which means organizations are constantly on a treadmill to run business, make revenue, and make it even more profitable. Uh, Amidst all this chaos, there lies one layer, which is a typical leader's role, because he or she is the sponge, and between the teams and the management. So, how good a sponge is, what is his absorption capability, is something that is getting enlarged, and he or she is being tested more than ever before in the last, 15, 16 months that I see. As I see, I think one of the critical quality is to know and welcome that this is how my life is going to be, okay, and I better accept it, and I find new ways and vistanas of managing this. That should be the first conditioning that the leader has to do to himself or herself. Be present, that this is normal and it is here to stay. And if at all some change has to happen, it has to happen within me. And I will either pick up and learn from colleagues, or I'll make sure that I get tutored. One of that has to happen. This is a non-negotiable. Two, from a when I say non-negotiable, from awareness perspective, that yeah, I have become self-aware about this. So you need to become a little more empathetical. Already as such you are a leader. Otherwise you wouldn't be sitting in the chair where you are. But however, you need to become a little more empathetic. And say that how is my teammates? How are my teammates doing at their residence and not at office? What challenges he or she must be going through, and how best are they doing? If there is a little child, and she's an employee and she's a young mother, at what time does she wake up to get the job done? Because I find this mail reaching me at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not a server delivery, error. It is just because she completed the work at 2:59. That's why I received the mail at 3 in the morning. So what she must have gone through, and how many hours she must have slept, and has she slept properly? It also applies to the man, because a crying baby can even awaken a dad at in the bedroom. Not necessarily it has to be only the lady, right? It could be a disturbed sleep. Now that's one way. Another thing is, I've been a propagator of WhatsApp. This is one powerful communication that you can communicate to your team. How do you want to? For example, I find my team very poor in delegation. I can Google and on a daily basis. You don't have to overbomb. But then one a day, one article from Forbes, or one from Harvard, or one from any of the management gurus. It could be video, audio, or it could be a podcast, or it could be a link that you can send it across. And then you can even do a little quiz and say that after reading this, can you answer this 5 questions fastest finger first? In a manner of speaking, you can tutor your employees at a distance and more effectively, because people can still fiddle or fidget with a mobile while you're still doing a session or a meeting. But here, people are around, say they are doing at their own thing, because they've done all of that through the day, and they are giving you undiluted time, or complete attention to which they want to answer this first. Right. Next is point I would like to say. You need to break your teams into different cohorts. When I say different cohorts, in my team, I know vintage employees, non-vintage employees. I have rookies. What different types of inputs do I offer to these people? From a people perspective, I need to tutor them differently, because different people need different inputs at different times. or it could be a new client, it could be an existing client, or it could be a the project which has a strict deadline, or it's a project which has come back saying that we are not very happy and we like you to do these modifications and you need to quickly get into a red shoe, like the Edward de Bono says, wear your red shoes and, six action shoes that you wear. And you need to switch on and switch off between six thinking hats and six action shoes and be a manager. And this is so important to do that. The next thing is you don't have to take pressure and say, I will do it everything by myself. You are not the Bahubali. Okay, had it been an office, you can run from one cubicle to another and still have done it. But then here it's pandemic outside, you can't step out, your wife will not allow you, or your spouse will not allow you. On the contrary, can you develop a buddy system, which means somebody is very good in Excel. Okay, they can do the pivot table so very well. They can do a data enciphering very well. So can I pass on the deciphering job to that particular person, and then I can be a fly on the wall, though I would know. So that budding system can also help two things. One, you develop a pipeline of leadership to come by. Two, you also find happiness as a true leader that you are developing a talent pipeline in your organization, which means you are getting ready yourself for growth, and it's the best time to grow. And I'm saying not more than about 30 to 45 minutes on alternate days for a project like this is not too bad of an ask. Imagine in the last 15, 16 months, if a leader consistently follows even twice a week, imagine in the 59 weeks that has passed by, what kind of improvement the team would have shown. That's another way to look at it. If you haven't done in the past, may I invite you to get started now. Maybe another one could be have a calendarization, of my personal time and professional time. There will be days upon which I will not talk about professional things, let's say between Tuesdays and Fridays. Just to illustrate with an example. After 5 o'clock, I'm going to personally connect up with the families and then take 5 minutes over a Zoom call. And then I want to talk about the well-being. It could be simple things like what did they do differently, what new game did they play, how did the kids enjoy, or the Ludo game that they found out, or who won in the chess game, and who's good in cards. I mean, you can prepare 15 to 18 questions to juggle around and then keep asking and address people by name. By the time you do the second meeting, trust me, the kind of bonding will be different. People will start showing aloo paratha over Zoom and then say, how will they make? To that extent, the bonding can improve. I see these are opportunities because as much you are making an effort, they also want to make an effort to say that, hey, look here, it's been ages since I saw you, and they like to come and talk to you. I think these are few ways. Role of a leader is subtly changed, and we'll have to move from a task centric to people centric, and from a people centric, move one step forward to become a community centric, which means can I become part and parcel of the family? They say, enter the heart of a man through the stomach. I'm saying through the Zoom, you can enter the family's heart. And that's what a leader should be willing to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dev. Wonderful suggestions. I'm sure leaders will find this very effective. Thank you so much.